had changed. And she was naked, and all of a sudden she covered up real fast. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, things have changed. I've had kids. I don't want you to look at it and not like it. I'm like, that's insane. For one, I watched you give birth, all right? I saw that thing go through a head-on collision, okay? And you've seen a crash on the highway, you know, you're going to look at it no matter how bad the devastation is. No, I think it's wild when guys will actually leave their lady after having kids. Like, I can't even fathom that, you know? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, look at this way, okay? If you stuffed a turkey into a toaster, it's going to fuck up that toaster. You know? A few weeks go by, you put your bread in there, and it still works. That's a good toaster. I'm keeping that fucking toaster. Yeah. A couple months ago, my lady went out and she got Botox, and she didn't tell me she was getting it. And I don't know if you've seen someone when they first get it, but they don't look like they just have like full lips. I mean, it looked like she needed an EpiPen. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, what do you think? And I was like, I think you came home wearing a helmet full of bees. What the hell happened to your face? But it's like wild when ladies get a bunch of Botox or like plastic surgery and they just keep going, and then they magically start to morph into like a cat. You know, they get that weird feline look on their face. It's like, okay, I get it. Your whole lives you've heard that guys are obsessed with pussy, but that seems a little extreme, you know? A guy's fantasy is not to fuck a thundercat. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna look like a cat, you damn well better act like a cat, you know? Every time I come home, you gotta walk right up to me and then turn around and like your asshole right away. That's all. You know? If I walk into the bedroom and you're naked, I hope your legs spread out, your toes are spread apart, you're just licking your inner thighs staring at me, you know? Stupid cat joke. But no, she got the Botox. We went on vacation. That's why she got it. She wanted to look good. And we went out to Vegas. And before we went, I was like, you know, I don't want to go out there and show up in the desert out of winter and just burst directly into flames. So I was going to go to a tanning salon. That's a weird fucking place. You got some people in here that tan ever? You know, you walk in and there's the girl behind the counter. And she's, you know, 17 or 78. I don't know. If you work at a tanning salon, there's a very distinct char in your skin, you know? I walked in and I was like, wow, this place smells like someone was microwaving turkey bacon. Like, it's odd. And then you realize, oh, they're just stuffing people into easy bake ovens all day long in here. Remember easy bake ovens? You ever had a brownie from an easy bake oven? It tastes like shit. Like, why are we teaching kids to bake cookies with a flashlight? That never makes any fucking sense. That's not gonna help you out. You've never been camping with your buddy and be like, hey man, hand me that mag light. I'm gonna whip up a souffle real quick while we're out here, you know? Okay. It's funny, I'm in there, right? And I'm like, well, all right, I'm in a tanning salon, got your own little room. Well, I don't want tan lines, so I'm gonna get butt naked, get into bed. And then I was like, ooh, I don't want to burn my dick. So I decided I'm gonna wrap up my underwear, let the ladies come out of the shower, and they do that weird beehive thing. And then I just started laughing because I looked down and I was like, my penis has a turban right now. That's awesome. I'll tell you one thing I noticed about a tan salon. Not a lot of diversity in there, you know? It's a real Caucasian FUBU situation in there, you know? I mean, black don't crack, but pale's gonna fail, for sure. Okay. Well, 44 years old, so my dreams are dead. But I always think it's weird, you know, guys who are like my age that are having a midlife crisis, and they have that weird, stereotypical affair with a secretary. You know, like the age gap is really seductive to them. That never made any sense to me. Like my last job, I had an assistant. We had 21 years apart, and I mean, she was really good looking. She was hot, and there was some sexual tension at work. But we were 21 years apart, like 2 decades. We're generationally just totally different. Every time we talk, it's just like, oh my god, you know, awful, you know. And I can honestly say, like, I'm just not attracted to a 65-year-old. Like, Ellen wanted it, but I hope I don't offend any of the Balloon Chew subscribers in here. Cheers your boners on the way out. Yeah, does anyone, we got date night tonight? Sunday date night? No, everyone just showed up solo today? Good for you guys. We have one guy, with one lady with 2. Come on, what are we doing, Claire? 1. I'm going to give you some advice in case you ever run qualifications with a police officer. I actually at one point wanted to become a cop. I actually ended up going on a bunch of ride-alongs. The only reason I didn't become a police officer after all those ride-alongs is that none of those were voluntary. So, yeah, I have enough dash cam footage of being arrested I could put together a highlight reel. You can't turn that film into the police academy like you're looking for an NFL recruiter, you know what I mean? It's not. They want like a 4.5-second 40-yard dash, not a 40-ounce chug. They thought I was a bit of a show-off when I spiked the bottle afterwards and did the worm on the side of the highway. So, alright. Well, there's plenty of people that tell you that getting a DUI is not fun. Obviously, because those people are not good at it. One time I was driving, I had too much to drink. My favorite song came on. I decided it was time for a dance party. So I got out and started dancing in the middle of the street. The problem was, I didn't put the car in park. So I'm out in the middle of the street, popping and locking. My empty car is rolling down the road beside me. And then the cop pulled up behind me. I didn't even notice. His lights were going off, sirens were going off. I thought I was having an ecstasy flashback from a rave. I was like, hey, this night's gonna lead to glow sticks and a back row from a sweaty stranger. Okay, cool. He's like, sir, what the hell are you doing? I'm just taking the car for a walk. It's not a leash walk. And, but, I will say this. I got to a point, it got pretty bad. I had to get a breathalyzer in my car. If you don't know what a breathalyzer is, it's when the cops take your keys and they make it so that your car starts with a kazoo. Now, when I got the breathalyzer, I took it seriously, I took a step back, looked at everything that I'd done. And it was just a point in my life, even though I didn't want to, I knew it was absolutely time. I had to get a second car. Now, do you know how difficult it is if you have a breathalyzer in your vehicle and you've been drinking all night long and you have to talk a sober friend into blowing you home? Alright, I think that's my time. There's the light. Okay, perfect. Nailed it. Thanks, guys. My name's Garrett. Give it up.
Hey guys, what's up? Hi. This is cool. Good to be here. Thank you. How are you guys? It's good. Had a long weekend because of the holiday. You guys have a Juneteenth though? No, you guys don't even know what that is. Yeah. I forget where I am in Wyoming. We don't have Juneteenth. It's cool. Yeah, nice long weekend. I'm regretting, I'm not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow for sure. I have employee enrichment this coming week. Do you guys know what that is? It's where your boss takes you out to play skee ball, pretend to be your friend. I don't like employee enrichment. My boss was asking me what we wanted to do, and some of the suggestions I really didn't like. He was like, how do you guys feel about like an escape room? I was like, dude, look around you. This is the escape room. I try to escape this room 40 hours a week. What kind of suggestion is that? Hey, you know how you have to come to this building 5 days a week and be in a room with people that you don't like? What if we did that in a smaller space and you all have to solve a shitty riddle? I don't like escape room. I'm 28, trying to get out of dating. It's hard, it sucks. It's hard. But I have friends who are married and it's not going great for them either, honestly. I have friends who are getting divorced already. I have one friend, his marriage is falling apart, he wanted my advice. For context, this friend, his wife has one arm. His one-armed wife, that's just what he likes. He was like, dude, I think she might be seeing someone. Like, she went on a bunch of trips last year. Like, she went to the West Coast and she even went to Australia. He's like, oh, you think she's seeing someone? I was like, absolutely yes, dude. If your one-armed wife is going on international trips without you, there's someone else. Who is helping this bitch with her luggage? Next time you're on a plane, try lifting your suitcase with one arm and not dome a bunch of kids in the temple. Try opening up your passport with one fucking hand. Yeah, I'm sure she got 30,000 sky miles because she values her alone time too. She's on that plane with someone else, and guess what? They don't have to share an armrest. Isn't that awesome? Get that image out of your head. You guys have a weird energy. That's fine. You guys ready for China movie number 1? You guys ready for that? That's what it feels like, right? It feels like America's on the downswing, China's up. I don't know. The big indicator to me that China's up next is we already have Chinatowns. Right? America has many, many towns with many, many Chinese people Chinesely living their lives. Making Chinese noises that I'm not allowed to make. Sing along if you know, I guess. There's a bunch too. There's a bunch more Chinatowns than you think. I'm an idiot. I thought it was just the main three, like the major cities that had Chinatowns, but there's all over America. Cleveland, Ohio has a Chinatown. It's the worst one. But they have one. Detroit, when it used to be a city, had a Chinatown. Oh, don't like you guys give a shit. Move there and fix the community if you care about Detroit. Whatever. Boise, Idaho, I swear to God, I was looking up, Boise, Idaho had a Chinatown. Although I think that was just one Chinese guy lived there for a couple weeks. I think they just counted that. You get the point. America has Chinatown. You know how many America towns China has? 0. We do not do that over there. What would an America town in China be? Just $3 generals facing each other? We don't have a culture. Could you imagine 2 Chinese guys like, dude, let's go to America Town. I hear the Burger King is inside the unemployment office. even if Americans over in China got together and built an America Town, we're so like cagey and xenophobic. It'd be a thing for like a week, and then everyone would be like, dude, what's all these fucking Chinese people going into America Town? Drinking up all the slushies. I'm gonna steal the Percocet. Honestly, this is going okay. I'm off a couple oxys. I had surgery on Thursday, so I've just been riding, dude. I had ball surgery. You guys ready for this new bit? Back in April, I found a lump in my sack, which is almost universally bad. I've never heard someone be like, dude, I found a lump in my sack, rolled up $100 bill. It's not big, but noticeable. Like a small milk dud, or a big raisinette, depending on your candy preferences, I guess. You guys are so uncomfortable. This is getting me awesome. This is getting me so cool. I'm fine. I'm obviously. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, a lot goes through your head when you find a lump. You're like, oh fuck, I totally have cancer. I don't know. Because I don't take care of my body. I drink like 20 Red Bulls a week. Like my blood is mostly aspartame. It's good. I have white monster blood cells, I'm pretty sure. So I get scheduled. I see 3 different doctors. I see my primary care. I see a ultrasound tech, and I see a urologist. Not to brag, but all 3 asked to see my privates, dude. Those 3 medical professionals all wanted to work. They guessed that they kind of determined that it's unlikely dangerous because they were like, it wasn't on either my testes or on my spermatic cord, which is a cord for your sperm, I think. And the whole time I was like, are we sure this thing is not just a really big sperm? Are we sure? Because I get those. So I get scheduled for surgery on Juneteenth, this past Thursday. Juneteenth, which kind of bummer. I mean, I had the day off because of the holiday, but I was going to use it to solve racism, so it's really difficult to maybe next year. The thing that upsets me the most about the whole thing was the name of my procedure. I didn't like what they called it, because the name on paper is exploratory scrotal surgery. I don't like the term explore. Explore, you're exploring. You're Indiana Jones in there, you're replacing my sack with a thing of sand. You're spelunking in my sack, is that what you're doing? You're just poking around. I want tactical language for my ball surgery, right? How about extraction? How about treat this thing like SEAL Team 6 treated Bin Laden, right? Like go in, night vision goggles on, dead of night, Obama's watching from a live stream. You guys know about it? Get in, get out, dump that shit in the ocean, right? It's also upsetting. I owe Corewell Health $4,000. I have insurance. I owe Corewell Health $4,000. The healthcare crisis in this country has me by the balls, dude. This is quite unpleasant. Brian, this is so awesome. Thank you. Yeah, 4,000. You guys know what that means? That means my balls are the most expensive thing that I own. By a lot. And honestly, you would not guess that looking at them. They're fine. They're not $4,000 balls. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good night. Thanks.
How y'all doing? All right. Hope you had a better day than me. I woke up this morning laying in my water bed, but I don't own a water bed. But now I do. And coincidentally, so does my wife. So, and I don't know which one of us did it. So. Yeah. Had a near-death experience recently. Told my mom to shut up. Won't make that mistake again, let me tell you. Think if she had a shovel or an alibi, she would have got rid of me. I had a dream of my ex-wife recently. The only problem with that is I'm on my first marriage. So I've got to keep an eye on her and my bank accounts. I know by looking at me, it doesn't look like it, but I've had my fair share of women. Call the cops. Plenty of police reports to back that up too. A couple of years ago, I did lose 100 pounds, and told my wife, because I gained 100 of it back this past year, told my wife I wasn't going to have any more sex with her until I lose a little more weight. Now she wants to cook lasagna for me. She said she'd toss in a cheesecake and some cookies. I don't know if she loves me or not. I got 4 siblings. Me and my 4 siblings take turns taking my 95-year-old grandfather out shopping. A couple weeks ago it was my turn to take him out. So I took him to Kroger. That's where he wanted to go. When we got there, he shit his pants. Yeah. So I had to take him into Kroger, into the bathroom to change him. Just want you to know those changing tables in the bathroom are not strong enough to hold up a full-grown adult. Still waiting for the bill from Kroger for that. Sometimes I go in these stores in the office supplies area, go through their empty day planners and write random shit in them. Like a month down the road, July 14th, jury duty. August 15th, colonoscopy. I hate doctors, man. I had to go to the doctor and had to get one of those things where the doctor sticks his finger up your butt. Prostate exam. Yeah. I mean, being a comic, I thought that'd be funny with him when he had his finger in there and I picture my butt cheeks together. He had a hell of a time getting his finger out of my ass. Thought he was in some Chinese handcuffs. Told me I'm no longer a patient of his. So I'm looking for a doctor. Gotta go to a wedding next weekend. I gotta go to my niece's wedding. I hate weddings, man, because I got invited to a wedding once. When I got there, I got this ring. Somebody there asked me if I liked it. I said I do. 19 years later, here I am. I love my wife. Tell you a little bit about my wife. I call her monkey toes. She's got these long toes. She can actually twist off a pop bottle top with her toes. One time we were laying there in bed watching the movie The Addams Family. She started snapping her toes at the theme song. Da-da-da-da. told her she needed to go on America's Got Talent. She told me to go to hell. So I'm already there, honey. No, I love my wife. I really do. I got me a trophy wife. But she's a participation trophy wife. My wife actually hates that joke. But she's not here tonight, so I can tell. No, but I love my wife. We got 3 adult children. They're all in their late 20s, and 2 of them are twin daughters. But they're not identical, because one of them's pregnant. Somebody got that. It's about that long for the next 3 months. No problem. As the twins got to be 13, they came to my wife and said, "We want separate birthday parties." My wife said, "Sure. Who wants hers this year?" So I'm right there, look. When me and my wife want to get a little frisky in the bedroom, she got a safe word she likes to use. It's called divorce. And listen to that one. She's got a couple of safe phrases too, like, "I don't think so," and "that don't go there." I think I might tell you that one out tonight when I get home. She's I'm just kidding. Sometimes I get depressed and go over to my friend's house and I get depressed and I see all their trophies on their mantle. Because I only got one trophy. And I had to knock a kid down to get it. It's kind of odd too, sitting here on my mantle, because it's a girl's cheerleading trophy. I thought that shit was funny. I don't care. Tell you a little bit about my jobs. I used to work at Trader Joe's until they traded me to Meijer's for a bagger and a cashier. Worst job I ever had, though, was a door-to-door salesman on the midnight shift. You know how hard it is, weed whackers at 2 o'clock in the morning? Best job I ever had was a blow job. Good luck trying to get that job back. They went out of business. The reason I know they went out of business, my wife told me they went out of business. We can't do that here no more. We got married. Best job I ever had, though, was a front desk clerk at a hotel. That was kind of cool. Best part of that job was when somebody wanted a wake-up call. I call them up. They'd be half asleep. I'd say, "Wake up, motherfucker!" Best part of my day. Got fired for that, too. I love my wife, like I said, and for me it was love at first sight. We stood there staring at it through the bushes, through the window, with my pants down. She doesn't know about that part, but the cops do. Oh man. Had a near-death experience recently. Told my mom to shut up. That's my Alzheimer's joke for the night. I guess I'll end on this. Recently quit drinking. Kind of had to, because let's face it, drinking alcohol makes people do things they wish they never did before. Like go home with some ugly people. And I know there's some people out here tonight thinking, "I've never went home with anybody ugly." Did you ever think that maybe you were the ugly one getting taken home? Listen, my name's Kirk McGoy. Thank you very much.
I am a teacher. Yeah, thanks. That shit's hard or whatever. I've been teaching a long time and I've always loved it. But guys, it is hard. It's hard being a teacher. So I decided that last Friday was my last day of teaching. Sober. I'm an elementary school teacher, which means I teach all subjects. It doesn't mean I'm good at all subjects. I ain't good at grammar. I ain't good. That's the thing, that people think that teachers are supposed to know everything about everything. And I always have one friend who asks me these random questions. I'm going to ask you this question that he asked me. He said, "I mean, what did our country use before document did our country use? Don't feel bad. Anybody have guesses? Maybe 30. That's what I thought. Thank you for playing. That's incorrect. But that's what I would have said. And he's like, what do you mean you don't know that? You're supposed to know that. You're the teacher. I'm like, dude, I taught kindergarten. I could give two shits about your little schoolhouse rock trivia game you got going with me. If I could get 25 kids to the bathroom on time, that was a win for me. If I could get 25 kids to sit on a carpet next to me without killing each other, it was another win for me. If I could just get one of those kids to accept a broken candy cane without losing their shit. That was a huge win for me. I taught kindergarten. They were all over me. They move, they pee, they cry all at the same time, just tell the same crazy